Hi, I'm Brian Haas. I'm the pianist and founding member of the Jacob Fred Jazz Odyssey. We've been based out of Tulsa, Oklahoma for 16 years, and we've been fortunate enough to be able to take our music all over the world. Right now we're in Bartlesville at the Performing Arts Center, where we're going to be doing the world premiere of our Beethoven concept. The concept's called Ludwig, and it's our own arrangements and orchestrations of Beethoven's 3rd and 6th symphonies. That's June 12th here at OK Mozart. And I'd like to let you guys know the current lineup. On upright bass, we have Jeff Harshbarger. On lap steel, we have Chris Combs. On drums, we have Josh Raymer. And again, I'm Brian Haas, I play piano. When I was 3 years old, my mom got pregnant, as mothers do, and I wanted her to name the baby Jacob Fred or Fred. And my parents, because I was nagging so much about it, they told me that they were going to name the baby Fred or Jacob Fred, and I completely forgot about it. Then when I was 4, the baby was born, and they named the baby Richard, and I was really scarred by that. I felt like I'd been lied to. But that was the first time that I think I was ever lied to, maybe is why it stuck with me. So all during middle school, my pseudonym for myself was Jacob Fred or Mr. Fred, and all during middle school when I was calling kids too late or calling girls too late, I would always, when they'd ask who it was that was calling at 2 in the morning, I would say it was Jacob Fred. But during high school, I had a CB radio and my handle was Mr. Fred. So when it was time to start a jazz band at the age of 19, I knew I wanted to call it Jacob Fred, in a way sort of making fun of how most jazz projects have the leader's name in it. I wanted a leaderless band, something more like a workshop, something more like a collective when I started the ensemble, so I didn't want there to be a leader's name. And then Jazz Odyssey comes from one of the greatest movies of all time, This Is Spinal Tap. Recently we did 4 weeks in Europe. We played 7 countries, and right after OK Mozart, we're going to be heading to the East Coast to promote our new record. It's a full length. It's called Stay Gold. It comes out June 22nd. You can get it anywhere on planet Earth. And right after OK Mozart, we're going to head to the East Coast for about 2 weeks to support that record. And then after that, in the fall, we'll hit the Midwest and the West Coast. And you know, in the 16 years that we've had this ensemble, we've been fortunate, very fortunate to collaborate with a really wide variety of people. Some of my favorite collaborations have been with Les Claypool. We've been able to collaborate with Charlie Hunter, Marco Benevento, Joe Russo. We've been fortunate enough to be involved in a circle of music and musicians who are so diverse. Just the act of touring with any of these bands means that somebody's going to end up on stage during our set and somebody's going to end up on stage during another set. One of my favorite collaborations that I've ever done in my entire life was with Bill Frisell in Seattle. We were honored to have Bill Frisell and the band that he was playing with actually opening up for Jacob Fred Jazz Odyssey. And when I asked Bill to play the first half of our set with us, he said yes immediately, and it was definitely a true honor. Bill Frisell is one of the world's greatest living guitarists. I started playing piano when I was 5 years old. That's when I started studying. I started playing piano when I was probably 2. But I grew up playing classical music. I played nothing but classical music from age 5 to age 20. And so this Ludwig concept that we're doing the world premiere for here in Bartlesville for OK Mozart, this is sort of a homecoming for me musically. It's been really amazing to get to dive back into Beethoven, but do it in my own way and do it with a looseness and do it with a risk that I didn't always find in classical music. So I'm just totally honored to be able to join up with Lorne Greene and the Bartlesville Symphony Orchestra to be able to do this thing. And thanks a lot for joining me here today in Bartlesville. We're about to do a rehearsal with Lorne Greene, the conductor here, and we hope you enjoy it.